The NFL is associated with several mind-blowing moments, but some of these moments are so out of this world that if we ever saw them happen, we would never believe they were real. These moments never stood a chance of occurring, and since they have occurred, they may take another generation, if possible, to be seen again in the NFL. From linebacker Dre Greenlaw's non-contact injury to punter Michael Dickson's double punt, these are the most impossible moments in NFL history. Seattle Seahawks punter Michael Dickson is considered by many NFL stars to be one of the best punters in the league today. Not everyone agrees with this though, but if there's one undeniable thing, it is his understanding of what a punt is. In Week 5 of the 2021 NFL season, Dickson did something that many people didn't even know was legal, so it raised a bit of controversy. Interestingly, as controversial as this play was, it was one of the top plays of the 2021 season and might go down in history as one of the most intelligent plays in the NFL. In a game between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams, Dickson had a double punt. Of course, this wasn't the plan. It was simply something that happened in the moment. In the third quarter of the game, he saw his punt get blocked by Rams linebacker Jameer Jones. After this block, the linebacker didn't even know where the ball went, but that wasn't the case for Dickson. The ball fell about 10 yards away. Of course, this wasn't exactly far, but it wasn't so close either. So Dickson sprinted to the ball, showing the NFL a glimpse of how athletic he could be and why he was better than other punters in the game. For a moment, it appeared like Jones's block was going to be a challenge, but Dickson handled it calmly. He picked up the ball, and no one expected what he did next. Everyone expected him to try to run, but he had a better idea. He decided to punt the ball again, and unlike the first punt, which got easily blocked, this second punt was really good. It went all the way to the 11-yard line. Dickson's double punt was a pleasant surprise, but this next moment will go down as one of the most unfortunate in the Super Bowl. Before San Francisco 49ers linebacker Dre Greenlaw picked up a crazy injury in Super Bowl LVIII, it seemed impossible for NFL stars to get injured if there was no real impact. However, with what happened to Greenlaw, most NFL fans now see things differently. The San Francisco 49ers lost Super Bowl LVIII 25-22 to the Kansas City Chiefs.
First and goal. Mahomes flings it. It's there! Hardman! Jackpot! Kansas City!
This loss was especially painful because it was an overtime defeat. Well, as painful as losing a Super Bowl in overtime was, it was nothing compared to watching one of their defensive leaders go down. Linebacker Dre Greenlaw was playing in the biggest game of his NFL career, but was only able to play 12 snaps before injury. The 49ers were preparing to come back on the field with less than 10 minutes left in the second quarter of the game, when Greenlaw, excited to come back in, went down with an apparent Achilles injury. It was hard to watch for everyone, especially due to the fact that no one touched him. He was wheeled into the locker room, and that was the end of his night. Although most people will never understand what happened to Greenlaw, there was actually a bit of explanation. In Week 18 of the 2023 NFL season, Greenlaw had to sit out because of an Achilles injury in his right leg. He wasn't expected to play in the playoffs. However, he made it to the divisional round game between the San Francisco 49ers and the Green Bay Packers. The linebacker was perhaps not 100% on his right Achilles before getting back into action and possibly put too much pressure on his left Achilles. This might explain why he was able to go down with a non-contact injury out of the blue. Greenlaw was possibly just unlucky, but this next moment could have been a computer glitch if it occurred in a video game. It's supposed to be impossible for a player to throw a touchdown pass to himself, but Tennessee Titans quarterback Marcus Mariota did the impossible in an AFC wildcard matchup.
His legs, arm, and even his head.
All right, come on, we gotta win this game. Let's go.
In a game in which the Tennessee Titans defeated the Kansas City Chiefs, Mariota saw his pass batted down by Chiefs cornerback Darrelle Revis. This pass should have just been deflected and gone to the ground, but the ball made its way back to Mariota. Seeing he had a golden opportunity, the quarterback decided to dive for the touchdown. The Titans were losing 21-3 before this play, so Mariota's touchdown in the third quarter reduced their deficit to 11 points. The Titans didn't stop there though. They scored 12 more points, winning this game in the process and advancing to the divisional round.
Really up against it. 1st and 10, Tennessee. Wow. Now was the ball starting to come?
Mariota's touchdown pass happened not so long ago, but we decided to go back 44 years for this next impossible moment.
In overtime, Packers kicker Chester Marcol's field goal was blocked, but the ball bounced right back to Marcol, where he picked it up and took off around the edge.
The modern-day NFL world might not know who kicker Chester Marcol is, but once upon a time, he scored what many consider the dumbest touchdown in the history of the NFL. The Green Bay Packers defeated the Chicago Bears 12-6 in a Week 1 game during the 1980 NFL season. This game was won in overtime and through a play that no one saw coming. The Packers had the opportunity to win the game via a field goal. However, their field goal attempt, which was kicked by Chester Marcol, got blocked by defensive lineman Alan Page. There were 1,000,001 places for the ball to go, but it decided to find its way back into the hands of Marcol, who, like every other person in the stadium, was stunned. Although Marcol wasn't ready for what had just happened, he knew the universe had just smiled at him. With the ball in his hands, Marcol ran toward the end zone. There was no stopping him this time. He scored the most unlikely touchdown ever in the NFL and secured victory for the Packers. Marcol's touchdown was insane, but this next player literally stole the ball.
Out of South Dakota State missing this one. 2nd and 4 now for Flacco. Shovel pass. Hunt has it up the gut. Hunt is in once again.
Redskins safety Kareem Moore will never forget the Week 13 game between the Washington Redskins and the New Orleans Saints in the 2009 NFL season. In this game, which went into overtime, Moore made his first ever interception in the NFL, but the joy this brought was very short-lived.
Off the play fake, Campbell goes short to Fred Davis, fights off a tackle.
In the last minutes of the first half of the game, the Redskins were leading the Saints 17-10 when Moore intercepted a pass from Saints quarterback Drew Brees. This pass was for tight end Jeremy Shockey on what would have been a game-tying drive. Well, Moore's interception looked to have ended that. Having achieved his first NFL interception, the safety decided it was time for his first NFL touchdown. Sadly, he lost the ball to Saints wide receiver Robert Macomb. The wide receiver tackled the safety and literally took the ball out of his hands. Macomb went on to return the ball for a 44-yard touchdown, ultimately tying the game at 17. Wow, you gotta feel a bit bad for Moore. That was going to be such a beautiful moment in his young NFL career, and it turned into a nightmare. I guess he got a bit ahead of himself. If you had a blast watching this, smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to stay updated on our latest crazy content. Drop a comment below and let us know which moment blew your mind the most. Catch you all in the next one.